Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the dependency injections. Okay. And under these dependency injections, we are going to discuss what is a DI, or you can say inversion of control. What is the advantages of using dependency injections? What at all different type of frameworks are available for DI, which supports actually Java, because there are so many available for different languages. And then how do we implement this dependency injections in our project? Okay. So the first things, the dependency injection is a kind of, you can say the design, it's a pattern, it's a kind of pattern that remove the dependency from the programming code. So there, it can be easy to manage and test the application. Right? So think about that. We have some class, and this class have some dependency on the other classes or other objects, you can say, right? Sometimes maybe you would have seen that, and that we instantiate that dependent object inside that class only. Okay. So take example actually. So I have just created one class. You can say I've created a class of university. Okay. And what this university will have, right? This university can have private, you can say faculty. This university can have faculty, yeah, because every university will have a faculty. Okay. This university can have private then maybe it will have a students class, students object, and many more. Okay. Maybe it will have a, this university will have a courses, so private courses, right? And so this university class have a dependency on this, right? And you can say this is a kind of compositions, and without that university won't exist. Okay. So I'm going to create a constructor, and constructor will be university. Okay. And here I'm not going to parameterize, just save our time. So I'm going to instantiate this faculty class. Okay. So faculty class I'm going to instantiate. Okay. And same way we can do for the student and courses as well. Okay. Do you think this is a good approach to instantiate any object inside this class? Okay. No, because this is become a very tightly coupled. Okay. And this class violating the principle of a solid, right? Because in solid, if you say there is the classes should be, okay, should be open for the extension but closed for the modification. But here, if anything gets changed, if I wants to add something, right? If I wants to, then we need to change then you have to modify it. Okay. If you wants to remove, then you need to modify it. Okay. Because each and everything's, because, right? And it's very much highly dependent on this faculty, and this faculty is inside this university. If he wants to change anything, right? And even properties inside the faculty for changing, then I need to change it here. Okay. That's a problem. Even we cannot test it all. Okay. This code. So that's a problem here. So that's why one separation of concepts come here. It means each class only needs to worry about what is going to be inside the class. Okay. So only I have to worry about what is there inside the class. I have to not worry actually that how we are going to instantiate the class. That is not the responsibility of this university class. How this class object is going to, how this faculty class object is going to be created. Okay. That's why this DI concepts came into the picture. Here in DI, the classes has to not worry about that, how the other class instance should be created. Okay. Okay. They should only worry about what at all type of objects they are going to contain it. That's it. Okay. They have to not worry about the object instantiation. Okay. So that's only I wanted to share. Now Miss, how we can implement the dependency injections, that we'll talk later. Before that, I will talk about the advantages of DI. Okay, so advantages of DI, I think already I have discussed. The first is loosely coupled classes, right? Classes will be loosely coupled. You can see the modularized we can class. Okay, so we can use interface based segregations, you know, right? Interface based classes we can create, and at runtime we can decide right, so what type of classes or what type of objects we want to pass it. We can pass it. There is no hard coding. Okay, so that's and easily we can test. Okay, so this is a two benefit, okay, if we are using the dependency injections. Okay, now next we are going to discuss about the different type of framework. Okay, so to support a Java, there are different type of. First we have in Spring Boot only, we have a that dependency injection IOC containers that is Spring Boot supports. Apart from that, we have a Dagger framework, okay, which supports the dependency injections. The third, and which I like and which I prefer, is a Google built library that we call pronounce as a Guice. Okay, so using Guice only, I am going to give you the demo, or I will give you the walkthrough of the code. Okay, so all are same. You can use any of the three, any one of these three, okay, in your Java code, okay, to make your class as a loosely coupled. Okay, so I think we have discussed that what all framework is available for the Java for dependency injections. Next we are going to discuss is the implementation part. Right? For that, already I have written a code is written which I have found, and that's a very good code written by someone. Okay, and that I will show you. Okay, so how we can make it. So let me for the dependence. So I'm going to show you the Guice, right? And Guice library, we have a three different type of dependency injections. We can inject a dependency via constructors. Through constructor we can inject a dependency. We can inject a dependency through the field injection is there, and even method injector is also there. Okay, but mostly we will discuss here the constructors, fields, and one more pattern is there, that is a provider patterns, and why it is used, that we'll discuss here. Okay, so before going walking through the code, the first I will show you what at all dependency we will need it. Okay, for the dependency injection. So the main thing is just we need to add this library here. So Guava that you can see here. Okay, these two libraries we need to add here in our build.gradle file, and we are done to start our dependency injection, right? Okay, guys, so first we'll start from the basics, guys. Here I am giving a example of, we are giving example of the house. Okay, and if you create a house, right, so what it all that house will have. Okay, that will contain every houses will have a bathroom. Every house will have a kitchen. Okay, and definitely it's not only these only two, there are so many things are there, and the dining rooms, okay, the bedrooms, all those things you can include. But yeah, here we have just added up these two objects, the bathroom and kitchen. Okay, and here you can see here I'm not instantiating the object of this bathroom, and through constructor we are passing. Okay, so this one I am this is also dependency injection. This is a dependency injection only. Okay, but we are not using any kind of framework. Okay, so here you can see through constructor I am passing the object. Okay, I'm not directly instantiating. Okay, that's a good thing here. And you can see in the bathroom, right? So what will be there in the bathroom? Bathroom will have a sink and shower. Okay, and same thing here, I'm not instantiating any sink also and shower class also. Okay, if we go to the kitchen will also have a same sink and stove. Okay, so at least we can see here we have one thing is common, that is a sink. So sink is available in the kitchen as well as in the bathroom both. But yeah, definitely some implementations will be different. Maybe the bathroom sink is different, the kitchen sink is different, right? So that's why we have created our interfaces for that. Okay, anyway, I haven't added any methods, okay, because we don't want to, but you can add some methods and then you can override that methods, okay, which will have some different implementations for the bathroom and the kitchen. Okay, cool. So now you can I will just give you, this is a bathroom. Okay, I haven't added we haven't added any method here. So this is the structure of the classes here. Okay, shower, sink, stove. Okay, okay, and now you can see where we have initializing the object of this. So this is a main method, okay, where we are instantiating all the class object, okay, and I am calling so here I am instantiating all the class objects. When you can see the bathroom, kitchen, stove, shower, okay, and then each and every object I am passing into the bathroom and into the house class. Okay, so here you will see and if you see here, right, we can change, we can pass anything into this, into the house class. Okay, and this way we can easily test the application also. Okay, and we can create the class objects with different type of parameters and we can test it. Okay, now if you can say that if we can implement like this way, what is the role of this Guice and Dagger framework here? Okay, now here what extra we are doing here? We are doing here to instantiate, we are creating using the new operator and we are instantiating the objects of these classes, right? What if using this framework, that also if you are not doing, okay, only this part will be done, will be done by your framework only. Okay, so if you use any of the frameworks, this instantiation part will be taken care by the DI framework only. Okay, we have to not bother actually, right, from end-to-end application development where and all the objects should be created. That will be taken care of by the dependency DI framework only. Okay, so whenever you want to create object, just use one of the annotation in the Guice I am talking about, @inject, and then when you will write down this annotation @injects, your Guice framework only take care of creating that object. Okay, okay, that will only create object and it will inject the object whenever it is required. Okay, it's cool. So that's why I said that I have written here, that is a basic. Okay, now here we are using we are implementing the dependency injection using a Guice framework. Okay, the first example, the package we have created, that is a constructor injections. So here I am injecting all the dependency in the constructor only. Okay, so let's walk through the constructor injection first. So now I will show you the how the class has been designed using the constructor injection. Okay, so first I will show you that house class. The house class the same, everything is the same. Every house will have a bathroom and kitchen, and you can see I have used it one of the annotation @inject. Okay, and the same I have just added here. Okay, good. And in sink, so here I have added a few sink. I have added a sink details. Okay, so this is going to be override by the kitchen sink. Okay, and bathroom sink. Okay, this will be override by the bathroom sink. Okay, so this is our implementation, and same thing everywhere. I've just used the constructor injection only, you can see here. Okay, and just calling a methods. Okay, there's no difference. And here now here the most now after that, once you have done everything, here we have to create the module class, right, where we are configuring actually that if we are using this if you are injecting this type of annotation, right, what type of inject classes will we get called actually, right? So we have to tell to the Guice actually. So this we have to create one module and we have to override the configure methods there, and this is abstract is a base class for that, okay, and you can say bind sync class, okay. So sync class will be annotated if sync, so sync class annotated with the name.kitchen to, then it will be called to a kitchen sync. So sync is a interface here, right? So in the house, if I am passing a sync interfaces, then what type of, and if it is annotated with the kitchen, then the kitchen class will be called. And that also I am ensuring that you can, this is optional actually. So do you want to make this instantiation as a singleton or normal? So if you, so ideally every houses will have a single kitchen ideally, otherwise you can have a multiple also. If you wants to make this class as a single object, then you can mark create as a singleton class, okay. Okay, now one more configuration. If the annotation if you're passing this bathroom annotations, then sync will be mapped to the bathroom sinks, okay. So this is a configuration which we need to mention here, okay. Now next is how we can call this, right? So this is here in the main method I have created. So this is a calling class, you can say, from where the user is getting interacted with that. So here this is injector, I am creating the Guice.create injector and app module I am calling, okay. And then in the house I am creating the instance of the house class and just show house detail. See here I haven't created any instances of class using the new operator here, okay. And inside house also I am not passing anything like a house. In constructor I am passing that instances of bathroom or kitchen. I am not doing anything. All things will be taken care of by the Guice library only, right? So you can see here, right? So I am not passing anything here, just I have mapped it, okay. So for the sync, if this annotation is there, then what object should be created? Kitchen sink. If this is annotation, then what object should be created, right? Everything will be taken care of by the Guice only, okay. So this is all about the construction injections. The same we have field injections. Everything will be the same. Only the difference is that there in the construction injections we are using this @inject annotation on the top of constructor. But here we will use in this inject annotation on the top of, we will create a field, okay. So what at all object is there, that we will consider as a field, and top of that we will write down the @inject annotation, and then we can carry out the work, okay. And this and here the way of writing is little bit change here. So binding silk, if it is annotated with the kitchen, okay, the kitchen silk object will be created. If silk class, silk interface is there, and if it is annotated with the bathroom, then this bathroom silk will be object will be created, and the calling will be same. So there is no differences here, okay. So I think so this providers patterns. So for this class, I think that's it. And the next sessions, maybe I will discuss about the provider patterns needed. Okay. So as of now, we will close the sessions. Yeah. Thank you all.